I'm starting up the stream here. Hey, what's up, everybody? Let's announce it on X.
Hey, you hear me? Hello?
Yeah. Yeah, I can. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I was just making sure you could hear
Okay.
me. Sorry.
This is pretty funny. I kind of feel bad for this guy.
What
Looks like he's trying to wrestle some girl. Either it's like a wrestling competition or jiu-jitsu or something. The caption is, dude is fighting an entirely different kind of battle. It looks like she's trying to, almost like trying to fuck him or something, like doing these like leg grapples and stuff like that, like right on his crotch. He looks like he's probably like 14 or something. Like he's trying not to get a boner in this situation. It's hilarious. That would be kind of awkward.
After? Okay.
Um.
I'm gonna carry up and play too.
Okay. Hold on a second, Rory. Hold on, I can't hear you. Oh yeah, honey. I don't know if that's gonna work.
What if we make a little like?
What?
What if we make it into a like one like wall, like? Oops.
You can try. Yeah.
Right?
Ooh, I know. What if we?
Sorry. What'd you say? I'm trying to like focus on 3 different things.
You have every chance, right?
I think I do. I don't know if I have the really new ones.
Alright.
Okay.
Currently a yoga mat. I'm gonna lay it down.
Okay.
Right here.
Okay. Pretty sure I should have. Yeah, I've got Jen. I think I've got most things on this account. Morgana.
Katarina.
That's.
I gave this.
Dude, this account, man, I swear to God, I'll just dodge. Well, I'll see what they pick. But. What's up, Ewa? Good old fashioned Morgana jungle. No, it's probably support to counter Rakan. People think of it as a counter. It is annoying. This is getting too confused. I'm just gonna dodge it. Fuck it. I'll just get on the other account. Be back in a second. I could just wait the countdown out and see if see if someone else dodges, but it's probably not worth it. All right, let me. We were gonna switch. Jason was gonna ADC. Which, I mean, Jason's a pretty good ADC, but it's still like off roll. You know, he's gonna be better as ear. Just like I'm going to be better on Rakan than anything else. I mean, that's just the nature of kind of one-tricking. So we need everyone else to really be on point, you know? And it looked like at least one person was probably going to be off-rolled. Swap pick order, then swap champs at the end. It's 2 different things, I think. Unless I'm not thinking about it correctly. Alright, pick order is just which champs. Like, so you're saying I could have picked his Azir? Or whatever his ADC was. The reason we did it in that order is because I feel comfortable playing Rakan in almost anything. and we wanted to conceal what his ADC was going to be. So that it just depends on, as far as pick order goes, it just depends on oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point, yeah. Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. No, yeah, you're right. It's better to do it that way. Yeah, almost nobody switches champs. I guess, like... Yeah, there's almost no reason to switch champs if you just switch the pick order. Because you're right. So, and that actually works if I don't have the champ that he wants to play, too. If it's like you don't have the champs to swap, but you could have swapped the pick order, yeah. So someone in the chat, Iwa, was saying that we could have just swapped pick order or whatever, and I could have just picked Rakan top, and then you would have a lower pick, and then that way, even if I don't have the champ you want, yeah. But it probably doesn't matter on that account, anyways. But that's good to keep in mind. Is that right, Rory?
Dip in there.
Dip in there. Eating a little yogurt and berries / walnuts. I was just about to like work out when you text me, so it was like the perfect time to get me before I got mid-workout. Now I could just do it after. Is that right, Roy? Rory, I will get you.
You will absolutely not.
Putting a different with these kids. Dynasty needs... Sorry, what were you saying?
That's something about.
Oh, and you're cutting in and out again there. Let me... turn you all... Okay. Turn you all the way up here. Not sure if you'll go for ranked next season. Oh no, I do. I'm not obviously not as serious about it as I used to be.
Alright. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Hello? Alright.
Yeah, that's better.
Plugged it back in.
Let me turn this music down a little bit. The next items and maps are really fun. Okay. Yeah, this season, I don't know. It felt kind of bad, but I feel like I just maybe wasn't playing as well. I don't really put my finger on it. I know there have been some people, like Tower 1 wasn't like super pleased with it. I feel like the game's fairly balanced, though. In terms of, like... I don't feel like there are a lot of champs that are like must pick, must ban right now. Some of those people might be mad because it is more of a team game now than it was.
Hello?
Yo.
Alright, I'm just trying to figure this thing out.
Okay. I don't know, like you can still like solo hard carry it. That still does happen, but there are definitely mechanics in the game with the shutdowns, objective shutdowns, all that kind of stuff. I think they complain that there aren't like champs that can solo carry as easily as they could in the past. And so, like, some challenger players who, you know, are used to playing on Smurfs and stuff like that, like Tower 1 or whatever, you know, can't have... It's way harder to get, like, you know, 80% win rates doing that because, you know, it's just, you can't take over the game as much. Yeah, I like it being more of a team game, too. I hate it when someone on the enemy team has, like, 14 kills and you're just dominating everybody else, but that one person just carries the whole game. I think it's better for the game overall if it's a lot more like team reliant. But I think that's one complaint, especially of higher level people, is that you can't solo carry games as much, which is good for the vast majority of the population, but bad if, you know, that's how you enjoy the game. It's just stomping noobs, basically, on Smurfs. Or that's how you make your content. That's exactly right, Ela. And I mean, a lot of them just don't contextualize it that way. They'll just say it's not fun, or you just like, you can't carry these idiots on your team anymore. It's like, well, that's the point. You shouldn't be able to carry 4 people on your team if all 4 people are like really underperforming. That's just the nature of team games. If you're, I mean, it challenges you to step up and play even better, but yeah, I mean, that's like a balanced game that's 5v5 should not allow you to do that. You should lose. If 4 people on your team are far worse than the people on the enemy team, you should lose. Now the thing is, that shouldn't happen that much statistically though. If you're a good player, you should still be able to, and you're playing at a similar ELO bracket to, like, it's a fairly matched game, you should be able to still get like a 60% win rate, just not like 80%.
Have a plan? Yeah. Opposite of a plan.
Yeah. I think they're doing a really good job overall. I just haven't converted the wins, but I think most of that's my fault. I just haven't, like, played super well this season. I mean, part of the skill is learning how to make your teammates better and win in chaos. So that's how you really, like, hard carry in a different way. Like, you have to roam, take over other lanes, have really good shot calling, stuff like that, instead of just brute forcing, like, I'm 15-0, I have 6 items at 20 minutes type of stuff. That still happens, but
Freedom fighting is a good look for me.
you gotta help your team carry. I mean, that's how it is in a lot of traditional sports, too. Like, the really good players, when they really take it to the next level, it's because, you know, they're getting their team involved. Stuff like that. A lot more. That's when Michael Jordan kind of started taking off. I mean, obviously, he's a very good solo player. But he was a really good solo player in the 80s. You know? But he didn't win his first championship, I don't think, until 90. So it still took him 7 years, even as, like, the best player for most of those years. And a big part of it was, you know, learning to get his teammates more involved.
You love me because I'm beautiful or because I'm sexy?
Okay, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where the plug is, honey.
Right there.
Oh. Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Look at it. Mine's pixel game.
Okay, but where are you gonna sit? It doesn't reach this far though.
I'm gonna go as far as it can go.
Okay, well, hang on a second. That sim is so annoying. Okay, wait, no, don't get daddy space. I'll do it in just a second.
We won't get separated. No, I'm not. Only a little.
Senna is one of the worst matchups, probably, for Rakan. I know, like, people think Morgana, but it's just like her poke early on is pretty obnoxious, and she scales pretty well. It's hard to pressure her enough early on. Alright, you're gonna have to, it's gonna be a minute.
Where do we go?
What you're probably gonna have to do is lay down there, maybe, if you want it to reach. Or you can go downstairs in the living room and charge it. Okay, well, hang on.
We must keep moving.
An ally has been slain.
Akram is an annoying champ.
Ask me again tomorrow.
I always do. Be a problem.
Shut down.
Okay, well, that's good.
Has been slain.
I'd like to go there
An
again.
ally has been
Pity.
Oh, almost.
Yes, I was definitely talking about you.
An ally has been slain.
I hate having No. Yeah. Hey, have you seen his cape?
Ekram could still be in there. I didn't see him leave on a ward, but...
What are those things humans wear on their feet?
Shoes.
I need shoes. Red ones. I need them so bad. Go! Baby!
Did she ghost? How did she get away so fast? I guess her little this W gets her away. Kind of troll. I'm just gonna do Ionians, I think, here. Renekton getting first blooded by Kale, yeah, it's not great.
An enemy has been
Okay.
slain.
Hey, well, we don't have a block here.
I'm a humble entertainer. Yeah, I'm the best.
I don't know, we might have to land the fort down there. If you're really still, maybe that's okay. Yeah, you definitely can't rock the chair. Who got the kill? Jin did. God, I hate that item so much. What?
What just happened? Ugh.
Dude, he seriously like force shot me while I was doing my upward animation.
Wow, how rude.
It was rude.
Okay, Rakan. Get him watching you. Burn him.
The melee sniper shot, yeah. I guess I should have just waited till he finished his fourth shot.
Look right. Moves right. Time to show it. Why is it taking so long to get back to the action?
Sarah Dirk's such a bullshit item, man. I complain about it at least once a night.
You're pushing yourself too hard.
Has to be done.
That like there's toilet paper in
Just in case I get a cold or something. Just leave that stuff in there, okay?
An enemy has been slain.
Hey, Zaya. You sexy.
An enemy has been slain. Killing spree.
Humans claim it is theirs. Fence us away, a covenant of refuse.
Yeah. Nice.
God. Oh, dead to Yone.
Shut down.
Oh my god.
An enemy has been slain. You have been slain. Killing spree.
Crap.
An ally has been
Sort of kind of okay, but not great. I mean, Dragon, dude, is just always such a bait. It just takes way too long to kill early game.
enemy has been slain.
I mean, at least I took Jin out of that fight for like 15 seconds. So he's chasing me through the jungle, but
Live the moment.
Take off my relief carpet.
yeah, that's very cool.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Okay, now Renekton's. Well, they both kill each other like a ton, I guess, but he did get first tower and all the plates.
I think it's a bulldog dude.
Humans will never understand our plans until they hear the song.
Okay, Roy, you gotta sit still though if you're gonna sit there. It rocks the chair. Alright, you wanna get down on the fort? Well, I don't know if that would even be better.
An ally has been slain.
fucking movement speed.
Turret plating will fall soon.
How can humans not hear the magic?
They're too busy building things.
Has been slain.
Good.
No, you like basically never go tabbies on Rakan. I mean, it is double auto attacking bot, so it's like those are some of the. I mean, they do have 4 ADs, and Kale does auto attack. This might be like the 1% of games, but they have almost no CC, and the reason you don't do that typically is you should not be getting auto attacked that much as Rakan, because you're not staying in and fighting like you are on like Nautilus or Leona. You should be able to get in there, engage, and get out.
We call life.
So you do get some armor value out of it, but it's really,
I guess it's
I think you need to be getting a lot of value out of the auto attack block for it to matter. You guess you could go what? Could go what? On the floor? Okay. Seriously? Okay, hang on, Rory, right, hang on.
Just let it go. Let's get bot.
Yeah,
Let's scoop him.
okay. Yeah, we come around the edge here, maybe. Or yeah, if you can just go in on him.
I got this.
Oh, no fucking way! So you got fucking stopped right there.
Damn.
I got stopped like mid-dash to you. By Jin's W.
Throwing this wall to the ground
I'm
and
gonna come
building
around again.
Yeah, you gotta hang on a second, honey. We're really low. Jin's gonna one-shot me. I would just probably leave it alone. Just give that up. Okay. Okay, just don't put your feet or lean against the computer at all, okay?
It don't take a lot of work.
Has been destroyed.
Bossy sore my day.
Okay, I'm just gonna go up there now. What the? Oh god. How did Lee not do more damage? I guess he didn't get his kick off. He doesn't have a super high damage build.
An enemy has been slain.
Hey, hang on, right? I can't really remember. I can't hear you when I have headphones on. Really. What'd you say?
After this, how about we get some human food?
What is it? Oh, that was from the chair, basically shedding. Yeah, the chair is kind of old and was crumbling, especially when Sadie used to scratch on it.
Yeah, sometimes I do.
Yeah.
If Zaya says
So
someone
yeah, I
has
thought
to
I
die,
vacuumed most of it up, but there's still some over there. This was really hard for the vacuum cleaner to reach. What, drag or rift? I guess he's just going rift. Maybe rift is better. I mean, they're gonna have position on this. Can we fight them, or we're just not even? Okay, I guess we're just trading. He's not gonna get it in time. That seems bad. I feel like we should have just.
terrible color on me.
No. Yeah, we should have just fought for dragon. I feel like. I don't know. I mean, they kind of had position on it, but
If you need me, whistle. You know how to whistle, don't you?
Hubba hubba.
No, that's not whistling.
can we collapse on this dude?
Killing spree.
Yeah.
I'm so tired.
Please tell me this clown doesn't fucking get away. Are you serious? Burn, burn, burn! Oh my god. One fucking HP.
If you don't want to do this,
No, I
Your
want to.
team has destroyed a turret.
Freedom fighting is a good look for me.
Well, I mean, Renekton's getting a lot of towers. Have any wards? I may have actually killed him there. I don't know. The splash damage. How did he kill her when she was in the invulnerable? Renekton, bro.
Ally has been slain.
Should I be running? Yeah, I should probably.
Are they gonna... Maybe I'll get him to try to go for me here. Instead of Baron? Okay, Jin's coming. Definitely could be doing Baron.
I got
Jin's not there, but Jin doesn't do a lot of damage to Baron. Now he's going.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Your turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, it's gonna be Baron. Yeah, it's a lot easier to get armor. I don't know, you can get a lot of ability haste too, but Ionians are just so efficient. They give you the ability haste and the ultimate haste. Or summoner spell haste. And they're way cheaper. But I don't know, this is one of the 10% of games.
An enemy has been slain.
Right, honey.
universe love.
No, let's not do that. Honey, now you're trying to focus.
An enemy is unstoppable. Your turret has been destroyed.
Time to get it started.
This Jin fucking has 3 items.
Myself out. Okay. One.
Hmm.
Woo! All right.
Dangerous AF. Okay, Jin's right there.
Magic is supposed to be scary. Love is supposed to hurt. Ecstasy needs a little fear.
Okay.
An ally has been slain.
They want to see.
Got you the total damage.
How is that even possible?
Nice. Alright, yeah, let's go get this. Is that Renekton? Or, Hecarim's gonna, like, one-tap me. Oh my god. What is it? Well, sort of. Rory was playing a dance game with Sandra earlier. That was fun. Whoa! What the? Are you there, Jason?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. That second shot hit you for like 800 or something. That's just collector. Seemed kind of goofy.
It's gonna be okay.
We can do this.
Thank you, honey.
Yeah? Is it bait?
You know, it's the sky.
It's lovely.
And you can see if people can see how all has been destroyed.
I don't mess with her. Damn it, she's got fucking death cap now. Renekton get him? Renekton's trying. Getting TP'd on. There we go, boys.
An enemy has been slain.
Oh shit.
Say it anyway.
everybody's be any contest here. Renekton got 2 towers too, that's nice. Damn. Gator's popping off. Dude, he did go in there and face tank like 4 people or something. I thought he was for sure dead before. Okay, this might actually be a Zeke's game. Maybe I'm supposed to put this Vow on Renekton.
I have a cunning plan.
We'll see.
I'm not gonna tell you. That's the really cunning bit.
Okay, good. Ah, God. Zaya's still only on 2.5 items. I thought she got to 3. That's the best word placement. Probably not. Not for Dragon coming up here.
Legendary.
You thinking about me? That's very upsetting.
An enemy has been slain.
Okay, nice. Damn, they like instantly melted that.
Your turret has been destroyed. Your team has destroyed.
Can we? I mean, we got 4 dead. Okay, maybe we was in.
Has destroyed an inhibitor.
Damn. I mean, Renekton hard carried that there. LS. Renekton's terrible. Don't ever play him.
Victory.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know what Yone thought was going to happen right there. Never doubted that Renekton, not even for a split second. Not when he got 1v1 by KO, like level 2. I don't know. Senna and Jhin were like the only things. I mean, Hecarim was kind of scary on their team, but that Jhin was a problem. Renekton, fortunately, just got good flanks on him. Or flashed on him, or whatever he was doing. He was getting on him. Sorry, what'd you say?
Real quick.
Okay, yeah. Who tilted them? Or him? Yone? I don't know. They're trying to make the big play. It's like, especially against that Renekton, it was like 80% health. Right in front of a Rakan. Like, bro, you're gonna get locked up so fast. Yeah, Tabby's great on other champions. I just don't think because of the nature of how Rakan is typically played that it's great on Rakan. Because you're paying for the auto attack block. I mean, that is a game where it is possible. It's just like, in the long run, like, most situations, you probably don't want to do it. Oh man, Rakan's got 3rd most picked, like, highest win rate, until you get to Janna, who's like the 10th most picked. That's not good. I mean, that's good for him, but that's bad for me, because that means it's not quite high enough to get nerfed. I assume he's getting played all the time in Pro, though, too, and he was the best support at Worlds. They're probably just waiting to see how the meta shakes up, but yeah, it's like a significantly lower win rate than every other boot. It doesn't mean that it's always bad to pick it, but it's just very expensive for basically 20 armor. I mean, like, the auto attack block is cool, but, like, the tenacity is way more relevant, I think, a lot of times, but he's not getting picked at all. That's nuts. Are they playing that on next season's items, or is it on current items? I assume it's probably current items, right? What's up, John? Good to see you, man. How's it going? John, the living legend. Reminds me, I need to go get a scent, man. Maybe tomorrow I can go do that. We're shopping for fridges tomorrow. Just tell me when you're ready, Jason. But I could go maybe check out a department store and try to get a scent. I always, just every time I see you, I remember that. Nice. Yeah. Okay, Senna TK versus Callisto. Okay. Yeah, that's one of those things that doesn't show up in solo queue. I hope people do it in solo queue. As much as I like Tom Kench, from kind of his southern accent, which I can definitely respect. And this kid is interesting. I just don't think he's quite... gotcha. I don't think he's quite there. Don't buy from department stores. You think I should just go online? I kind of want to... Okay, yeah. So smell them in the department store and then buy them online. Okay, that sounds good. Give it the Amazon treatment. My wife's got a Scentbird subscription, but she's already got like 7 scents or something. She just can't even use them long enough. FragranceNet.com or a fragrance suck. Okay, let me write these down. .ca. What? We don't trust Canadians. Oh, is that what I was thinking? California. Okay. I don't know if I need to go international, but maybe. Well, you said it's your favorite one, though.
I want a big blanket.
What is it, Rory?
I want a big blanket. A big one.
Well, I don't... Let me see. I don't know if we're going to have space for a big blanket over there. It's probably charged enough where you could lay over here now. This might give you a little more space. It gets hot under there too with the thing. Let's just...
Still 5%.
Okay. Well... Let's just try it out over there. Near the blanket. And then I'll charge it. How about that?
Well, it's too hard for me to fall.
Well, honey, just come over here and lay down. I think it'll be fine. If it gets much lower, I'll let you plug it in over there. Here, come here. Come over here.
Let's dance.
I'm a one trick. I don't, and Rakan's way more popular than Riven right now. There you go. Oh, here you go. You want? Here's a pillow for you too. Here, put your head up. There you go. Nami Lucian's kind of annoying too. Okay. The top of their heads pop off when they talk. Oh. Canadians. Is that from South Park? Lucian does some magic damage with his passive. Nami's probably just going to be spamming W on us, so. Oh, we got the Graves.
Love to see it, but oh, it's great.
Yeah, probably. Ew, a platinum Graves. Got to immediately be elitist as soon as you move up to Division 4 in the next bracket.
Right.
Want to try Yone? Is Yone a win shitter? I don't know. I always thought it was Yasuo.
Hey,
What's up?
same.
What'd you say? You're kind of cutting in and out.
Same Yone as last game.
Oh, okay. Was he good? I don't know.
Not really.
Yeah, he made some questionable plays near the end of that game, but I shall 1v9. Well, we'll see. Jason still feed on Yone? I don't know. I haven't seen him play Yone in a while. I definitely would if I was playing it.
I don't need to understand the plan.
Yep.
I
30
trust
seconds until minions spawn.
I should have flash autoed that to get the ward kill. God. Yeah, that's probably a 10-4.
the only way to understand magic is to plunge into it, move with it.
What do you guys have any opinions on refrigerators? I'm thinking I did want to get like a Samsung LG like high tech one
Minions have spawned.
because ours is dead for like the 3rd time. My wife's gonna try to repair it again, but I just figure it's about time.
That one.
Why is it
You'll
taking
try
so
it.
long to get back to the action?
What'd you say?
The one fridge you were talking about that you got that sweet deal for.
Oh yeah, that's what I think we'll probably go for.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so the one we were looking at, but I heard like LG and Samsung are just like terrible brands. It's like class action lawsuits against them. They break. I was reading some comments of like, you know, them like catching the house on fire and shit.
Through my work, you shall transcend.
I don't know. I mean, I guess they're gonna respect that 4th shot, but
Danger is as fun as you let it.
Kenmore. Yeah, I don't know about Kenmore. I was gonna get a cafe brand, which is basically GE. It's like their mid-level brand or whatever, slightly more bougie brand.
They will remember my name.
But I'd heard like Whirlpool and GE were 2 of the better. Yeah, we've got the washer and dryer from Samsung. We've had it for I guess about 5 years, and there's like one setting on it that's kind of messed up, but like the sanitize or whatever setting is a little messed up, but otherwise it works pretty well.
For humans, magic is like fire. For us,
Oh my god. I mean, I always thought it was good, but apparently the fridge, because of the capacitor design or something, like the horizontal capacitor, is just really bad. At least from what I've seen. From a few hours of just looking at various reviews and comment sections and all that. It's hard to tell online almost anything these days just because there's overwhelming bias towards negativity. So, you know, gotta keep that in mind. People are much more likely to talk about something if they had a negative experience rather than positive or neutral. I gotta buy something here, man. I can't just not buy anything.
I feel like my allies aren't recognizing how amazing my cloak is. Seriously, rude.
Okay. They've had 2 in the last 10 years. May not be a great endorsement. But yeah, we're thinking about getting this cafe one. It doesn't have that many fancy features, but this lane is such a terror.
Stand our kind until they hear the song.
It's pushing towards them. Graves is wanting to back.
You weren't a little frightened? You ain't alive. Burn this place down. Then help them build it back up. So I can burn it again.
Yeah, we're getting annihilated on CS here.
Humans talk about their treaties.
An enemy has been slain.
Yes, it is.
Oh my god, really? About to crash. Don't you want to catch this, Graves? I mean, I guess. Yeah, he should have caught this wave. I don't. Guess I'll just get the health. I don't know. I really want the boots, but it's really awkward buys. I know, but it's just like a lot of. I just you just have to do it by just looking at a lot of data. That's like the only way you can get information. A lot of data, and just do your best to try to detect bias as much as you can. There are literally 2 class action lawsuits against, I think, LG and Samsung right now for like faulty equipment or something like that. I haven't looked too far into it, but yeah, the GE one seems pretty reliable and it's kind of cool. It was like 70% off in this one like scratch and dent store we have nearby. Okay, he took a shot, but dude, this guy is pretty good. I thought he already dashed. I guess not. I just can't ever W him. Jin's at least got Dirk, I guess, but are you fucking kidding me? Graves, please. Okay, nice. These guys gotta be duoed or something. Like dashed in, under towered, flashed like at the last second. That was really good. Yeah, he's dashed my W like last second like twice. He's also got almost 80 CS at 10 minutes, even after dying twice. Or once.
Magic is supposed to be
I'm okay with Graves getting it. It's a lot better than me getting it. No one was going to get it if Graves wasn't there. I mean, Graves scales pretty well.
I'm gonna take all they got.
The moment before.
Oh, bad for Lucian? Yeah. Good for us, bad for them. Please don't make me use my flash for no reason. Thank you. Man, we're just getting... I don't think this guy ever plays ADC, and we're, like, behind. He's using his ult just to farm? Okay, he's gonna dive. I mean, we can't just fully give the tower, I guess. Now I've got my cooldowns back, I suppose, but... Yeah, I mean, it sucks I got both of those, but it's nothing I could do. I did everything I could. I feel like I had to flash. It's possible that the minions just kill him, but I could also see a world where his cooldown just comes off and he's able to, like, dash me. So I just didn't even want to mess with it.
Don't leave nothing.
What's his name? So, I think Nasty. I don't know if that guy plays League anymore, but I've seen him play in that MLB show. I don't know what that is, but.
I'm getting impatient.
An ally has been slain.
I do not wish to kill the mortals. I want them to hear the music.
Enemy double kill.
You will learn what future
Jin got assists off of that, though, I guess, which is okay. We're almost... Nah, we're not really that caught up, I guess. Jin's about to complete a mythic, so that's something, but... Kha'Zix is fed. He went Umbral, which is kind of good news. A lot less damage than, like, Duskblade. Please? Oh my god, she gets away.
One, two, 3, 4.
Oh,
Nice. Graves got him. Oh.
Turret plating will soon fall.
Yeah, we want to use these, get these plates here. Damn. Okay, well we got 4 plates at the buzzer.
This is my destiny.
my god.
An enemy has been
Thinking focusing the Nami may not have been the play there. I don't know.
slain.
Wow, Nami didn't go mandate?
Fun. I need some fun. Now.
I got a.
Got TP? I mean, I've got ult.
Yeah, hold on. I got 6 seconds.
He's gonna run. He's gonna run after he kills it. He might come at me.
Has been destroyed.
Yeah, I think he's just running.
Magic isn't supposed to be safe.
He could just be sitting in that bush.
Humans claim it is theirs. Fence us away, cover it in refuse.
Are you kidding me?
Don't even- Okay. Oh. Alright.
Enemy rampage.
Hey.
Who's a pain in the ass? Oh, Maokai, yeah.
I will make them dance. Make them hear.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Jin died again. Dude, this guy's 0-6. What?
Enemy killing spree.
I think they underestimate my charm.
How did they... Did they flank him? Was he just pushed up a lot? Because he chased me, like, across the whole universe there. God, I'm missing, like, every CS.
They think they can catch me.
No. Damn it. I don't know why the cannon... I guess the cannon was in range of those other little ones first.
An enemy has been slain.
I've been kicked around.
He has destroyed a turret.
Kha'Zix. So fucking annoying. Riven's like, guys, where's the MIA? It's 17 minutes when the lanes are broken. I don't know if we can do anything here, man. Literally can't do anything. Jim's does no damage. Like, they're so much stronger right now. About to dive us, I think. Yeah, he's gone.
It's magic and wild. I'm just here for the party. When I get sad,
Yeah, these two are like... Yeah, these two are like smurfing, sort of. I mean, they did some stupid dives bottom, but it's like with their coordination and movement and stuff like that. I mean, I don't think they're like challenge or anything, but I wouldn't be shocked if they were diamond mains or something. This Jin's not playing particularly well, and they are turbo fed also, but just like their movement is a little bit better than average. I know, yeah, we should have just given that tower. Like, Riven really should have rotated up there instead of going mid, but given that she wasn't doing that, we needed his backup. It's like, we're just sitting there watching them kill the tower anyways. Even without the dive, we had to give it, I think.
The world isn't about collecting stuff. It's about things.
This game's gonna be extremely hard. Jin's down 90 CS. And this... I don't know, man. Maybe that's a Soraka main or something.
I'm offended by how little attention.
Yumi main. We're about to get attacked here. We gotta get out.
I'll just put that there.
Oh my god, he's got 3 items. 3 items at 20 minutes.
Your turret has been destroyed. An ally has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed. An enemy is legendary. Your turret has been destroyed.
You don't die with me once under tower. You're selfish. Hey, idiot, why don't you do the dumb decisions with me and also die? I shouldn't say it. We might get him on our team again. And maybe if we're against weaker ADCs, we could actually carry him, but... That's one of the biggest ifs I've seen in quite a while. I can do one more if you want. I mean, I was there at the tower, except that last time, when it was very obvious Malachi was going to flank us, I left. But I was at the tower every single time and almost saved him. But it's like, yeah, I don't die because they basically int to kill you under the tower, regardless of everything I do. Because you get hit by every skill shot. Like, I can't block the Nami bubble. I can't block the Nami wave for you. You just have to actually have hands. Why can't I refresh this? Well, that gen was just not great. I mean, I don't know. Lucian Nami is very strong early on. Obviously a lot stronger than Rakan Jin, even at like assuming everybody's even skill level, but there's no way this guy's an ADC main, right? No. He's Ornn, Malphite. Ornn kind of has, you know, a skill cap to him, but yeah, like fairly low mechanical like tanks is what he plays. He's Emerald 2? It's unbelievable. Actually, he has basically one-tricked Jin. It just doesn't show up here recently. Is this... Hold on. Is this guy getting boosted or something? How do you go from, like, 0 Jin games... No, but that guy, like... Did he get boosted by somebody else and then he just decided to play it? Or is he just getting, like... He had someone else on his team? Or is he just really lucky lately? Like, what the hell is this? Emerald is after Platinum now, so they added another, like, rank in between Platinum and Diamond to add more differentiation. Emerald is basically the new Platinum, / maybe D4 at the top. Like, Emerald 1 might be similar to what D4 was, but it's mostly Platinum, and then Platinum is mostly Gold, and then Gold is mostly Old Silver. Or it's like split silver a little bit more evenly. I don't know. That's really weird. Why he just all of a sudden decided to play a champion in a completely different role. That's a different style of champ. And he's got like a 70% win rate on it or something. I don't know. Maybe he's just having a good week. What about that the Lucian there? Yeah, it's pretty, well, that's another weird situation. Like, all of his win rates are pretty high. Like, that Lucian's 61%. So that makes me feel like he's Smurfy, but then his overall win rate on the account is 49%. So, I don't know what to make of that. Guess he's really bad when he plays Draven? What? 61% Lucian, 33% Draven? And he's got about 50 games on each? Just extremely inconsistent, I guess. Or it could be different people playing the accounts. He does have a hell of a lot of deaths, that is true. Like, averages 7 or 8 deaths. So yeah, he's just very snowball-y. Does he play with that Nami? Yeah, okay, maybe that's why. When he duos with that support, Moon Bunny, he almost always plays with, then that's when he wins. He plays with her here, or him, whoever. Moon Bunny sounds like a her, but could be a him. She's borderline, not quite Nami one trick, but plays Nami a lot at 52%. I don't know. It is what it is. That Jin just wasn't having a good game. I mean, I've had some really bad games too. No, my computer just reads West Coast time. I just never bother to change it. It makes me feel like it's earlier than it is. No, it's 12:42 in my time zone. I just haven't. I think I tried to change it once and it just didn't work. Bunny. I mean, there definitely can be guys that are like, it just. It just at first glance seems like it would be a girl, but yeah, that is a little sexist maybe. It's a, you know, the name is Moon Bunny, playing an enchanter support. I have played enchanter supports. I obviously have played female characters with female names on, like, World of Warcraft and all sorts of things. So that, I mean, you know, probably statistically, it's likely a dude. I mean, it is League of Legends. I guess that's also, you know, stereotyped or whatever. But I wonder how many women actually play League of Legends, though. Like, people, like, cis women play League of Legends. Hey, I kind of like those more girly fragrances too, or whatever you'd call them, whatever the proper name is. I like them too more. I don't know. I feel like, I don't know if I might wear something like that, like a vanilla or something, rather than, I tried the I can't remember his name, but like it was like a tobacco one. It was kind of popular, like leather tobacco. It was like, I guess they're all kind of dudes' names. And I was just like, I guess, but this kind of smells like a 50-year-old dude or something, or like Eternity, which is like, okay. I had that when I was a teenager, actually. Someone got me a bottle of Eternity. I'm gonna go ahead and get a second armor rune just because I'm gonna get Merc Treads. Don't like tobacco because I shaved. Yeah, I got a little bit of gray, couple of spots in my facial hair, so shaved that. Was shaving my chest for a little bit there because I had a couple of gray hairs in my chest, but my wife doesn't like the shaved chest as much, so she's like, "You look too young when you shave your chest." She's like, "I don't want to look like I'm dating a teenager or someone in their young 20s."
Magic.
Oh, boy.
Magic is
What? Just that last game?
Makes you feel confident for the next one.
That's right.
Summoner's Rift.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Oh,
30 seconds until minions spawn.
They're scared of darkness. They're scared of
I mean, one trick is basically the best way to climb, depending on your one trick. Oh man, they really did the fucking Poppy too. I just noticed that, dude. Their team is such fucking bullshit against Rakan, man. They got
God.
Vagar, Poppy. Thresh is like
more confident and dangerous.
okay.
Minions
Right,
have
right
spawned.
It just depends on your vibe. I mean, mine, I was just trying to look a little bit younger. I might go back to shaving it. I don't know.
Should I be running? Yeah, I
Well,
should.
he should. Yeah, you're right. It is good. And Azir. Azir, you know, likes his mobility a lot too. They are fairly low damage though. I don't know, like Misfortune Vagar is a pretty nasty combo.
Man,
Misfortune anything's a nasty combo just about. That champ's really good. In solo queue at least. I'm gonna miss XP. Yeah, I hope this Vayne's one trick, because typically Vayne's not that great, but
humans will never understand.
at least they aren't putting a ton of pressure on us early. I don't know. I think they're gonna get it. They're gonna get it. Got a what?
I don't even understand the plan.
Oh yeah.
Trust my love.
Mummy go and tank or AP? I think tank-ish. Demonic Embrace type of stuff. Sunfire Demonic, I believe. They're about to change a lot of the items in the game. Like almost every item, they're adding a ton. They're doing the biggest item overhaul in years. So that should be pretty fun to explore with. Start next patch. They're doing some map changes too, which look kind of cool. Adding extra like paths and things like that, gank paths, making the map more symmetrical. Like here, they're adding like a little hook that goes in that way, basically like this, top and bottom, and they're adding an extra gank path mid, so they're like opening the map up quite a bit more.
Is my cloak right? Yes, it is. I was worried.
Oh,
Yeah. God, that's annoying.
I will make them dance. I will make them
She heal? No,
fear.
shouldn't have heal. Okay. I actually don't follow baseball. That's one of the only sports I don't follow that much. So I can't really say for sure. Our collegiate team is actually pretty good, I think. Sort of.
one dude from, I think it's a Dodgers, signed an insane contract.
Oh my god. Yeah, baseball's like massive money. I guess I'm just not in the circles. Wow. I mean, I guess people watch it. The thing is, like, they play so many games that, like, it just makes money just because there's so many games, you know? But yeah, that's probably the major sport that I'm the most out of the loop on in the US. That and soccer. I don't know if I had to flash that, but that was going to be really close. I don't follow like sports a ton, but I do like follow some football, some basketball. I just don't have a lot of current friends that like live near me that I do sports with. Like Jason, I'll talk sports with some, but I'm not like watching sports or anything there. And a lot of my friends weren't like super into sports growing up. There were some. I really liked like the Kobe era Lakers. And like I like watching highlights from Golden State Warriors, LeBron. You know, a lot of like the top teams I watch highlights for, but I almost never sit down and watch like a full game. Not that I don't think it could be a cool game. I did play baseball back in the day. Yeah, that's right. Did you play college ball? I'm just remembering that, John. I enjoyed playing baseball until the people could throw the ball really fast. Like, about when I got into 5th grade. I kind of wish I'd played soccer instead, but I did have a good time playing baseball. Made several friends there.
They've never seen moves like mine.
Speaking of friends, like, the craziest thing to me, I watched something recently. I think Asmongold did a watch and review or whatever that he does with a lot of stuff these days. About this video from,
My lady's gonna.
I can't remember. It's somebody at Cold Fusion. If you guys haven't watched him, does pretty good old videos. Oh, you're not there. Yeah. Okay, that was a nice turn by Amumu. Really surprised he lived. They gonna try to drag off that? No. But anyways, it was about the loneliness epidemic, as they call it. And it was talking about like that there are just so many people that just have like almost no friends. It was something like 30% of people under 30 right now have fewer than 3 close friends or something. I don't remember how they're defining close. But that was pretty wild to me. So I'm like, I get it, like, kind of the college fall off. Right, where everybody just, like, has kids and moves away and all this, and, like, when you're working all the time and you've got kids and stuff, like, it's hard to make new friends. Like, I understand that perspective, but these are, like, young people, like, people in their 20s in high school and stuff like that. But it's just so many people just don't have the social skills or whatever. And other people also aren't giving them the opportunity to cultivate those skills because everybody's just like on their phone or talking online, and they're saying how it's just so hard even at parties and stuff. You go to social events, so many people are still just like on their phone. Thought I get burned out. Wow. Yeah, that's right. You don't have to be like super lonely. Some people like that, you know. And I mean, I don't have any that I like. I don't have as many that I go hang out with all the time. I would still say I keep in touch with a few, and I just feel like if we did meet up, we'd have a good time. Like there are several around like Christmas that'll come back in town and I'll talk to, and people from college or high school that I still keep up with. Yeah, I'm not like going out all the time, hanging out with people. But yeah, it's that sense of loneliness too, which is more like difficult to define. Misfortune's really fast, too. But I think a lot of it derives from just, like, this disproportionate, like, sense of people just feel like they should be... I don't know, part of it's real, where they just don't have friends and stuff, but I feel like a lot of people are just developing more, like, anxiety and stuff like that, too, because they just think that everything has to be, like, these perfect interactions in person, and it makes them nervous. But it's just, like, this unrealistic, like, expectations of everything, including social interactions. It's like, you're gonna have disagreements with people, like, you're gonna be in boring conversations with people sometimes, or, you know, life's just not gonna be as magical as the movies all the time, but, like, that's okay. Yeah, I've been watching more, like, Dr. K stuff, too. I think a big thing is I've talked about this before, like the pathologization, I don't know if that's a word, but it's trying to turn everything into a problem. Like a medical or like clearly defined problem. Like, oh, I've got like these issues. Okay, nice. She didn't take the lantern, which is cool. But it's like, sometimes it's just okay to not feel good about a situation, or like, to just not be as social as other people, or to struggle with certain things in your life, you know, versus having to always call everything like, oh, this is anxiety, or this is depression, or this is whatever. I mean, obviously those things are real, but I think a lot of it feels like everybody just wanting to put a label on bad feelings as well. And just turn it into something that's like a bigger deal than it has to be sometimes. So again, it's not to like minimize that, like, it definitely, you know, there is a real thing out there. And there are lots of real structural problems causing people mental issues these days. But I think definitely a catalyst for it is people feel like, well, I'm expected to feel depressed after my girlfriend breaks up to me, or I'm supposed to have anxiety when I'm taking a test. It's kind of like some of the mental health I feel is performative, right? They see it modeled on social media. They're like, oh, this person says, you know, that this many people have these, you know, emotional issues, and it's physical stuff too, right? Where, you know, guys feel if they're not like Hugh Jackman or, you know, any of these other like buff movie stars, and they like don't have a good physique, you know.
I need some fun. Now.
Nice, she autoed me instead, so that's good. I don't know if I can do anything here. What the fuck? Hold up. Oh my god, she's really gonna walk away? Didn't she? No, I guess she used her E first and then stunned me into the wall. But I feel like at least some of it is performative. Not to minimize the real stuff, but I think it just like amplifies it. Yeah, I think that's right too. Like friction, adversity, like people just want, like they just don't want to work hard for. I know it sounds like it's like the boomerist saying, but or just taking responsibility for stuff too. It's like, yeah, I fucked up. Like it's okay to admit that.
Ready?
Okay. Yeah, they're both so fast. Oh my god. No! It's a clincher. Got it. Okay, they're probably coming. Yeah, you just run for the hills. She doesn't have flash. No, almost.
Zaya says someone has to die. They
Hit him. Oh.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. Oh, politics is the worst these days. Everyone is just so hyper politicized. Like you can't be friends with people with different political views. Even people within the same party sometimes. It's like, oh, you're not extreme enough, you know?
like another dangerous situation.
Yeah, that one's definitely a really bad one. Oh my god. Dude. Holy shit, man. Those CS just fucked me so hard. Wow, what? Really? What was the score? I wasn't even paying attention to the score. I felt like there was no way we were... I mean, I know it looked like top lane was kind of getting smoked on their team. Yeah, this is the payback surrender. Yep, for that weird one we had. Oh, did they had an AFK though, right? It said 3 and 1. You need 4 votes usually. Well, you want to play one more? Or are you done? Okay, I'll play one more. We got 20 people. I'll play one more, including John, who I haven't seen in a while.
I'm good with that.
Nice. Let's see if we can get another win. What was our gold diff there? I kind of want to know. Yeah.
I would out.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Actually, we were ahead by quite a bit. But we were red side, right? Yeah. We were up by, like, 3,800. But I don't know. I mean, I guess I was just kind of zoned in on bottom. The kill diff was not that high. We were only up 3 kills, but we were up a ton of gold, I guess, just from whatever. Maybe the Veigar's 0-1 with 70 CS. So maybe he was AFK. Hey, thanks, Sean. Yeah, it's doing well. Oldest daughter, Rory, is 6.5 now, which sounds crazy. But, and then we've got Rowan is our younger one that turns 2 in a couple of days. And she's doing well, too. She just started, well, I guess she started walking maybe 6 months ago or so. Ish. 3 to 6 months ago.
Lola's right now.
Oh, yeah. Running around.
Oh, climbing on stuff.
Yeah. I know, isn't that wild? Yeah, the channel's been around for 2024. I think I started it in 2016. Yeah, so that is going on 8 years, 7.5 since the beginning.
Pretty wild.
Gone from, you know, 5 or fewer viewers for however many months, 6 months, down, you know, all the way up to cap it out at 3,000 one night. And now we're back down to 20-ish, 50 to 20. It's a cycle of life of a YouTube channel. But it's still fun. I mean, it never was about the huge numbers. It was always, that's not even that huge, but it wasn't about the bigger numbers, you know. It was always about coming in, chatting, hanging out with you guys, having a good time. For whoever wants to, or whoever's able to make it out that night. Rory's getting big, yeah. Needs a VTuber. True. Yeah, it's good. I've been trying to get back into about your boom reviews. I've been thinking about doing that, like just kind of prof insights on life, or just thought. Insights might be too strong of a word, but just like thoughts on life or something. Kind of like a Dr. K kind of video. I would love to do that. Obviously, I don't have the mental health like credentials he has, but that type of thing. I think he started off as gaming. I mean, his channel's called GG Gamer, and he's about my age, I think. Late 30s, early 40s, whatever he is. So yeah, I mean, that type of thing would be cool. Obviously, again, I don't have the mental health background, but just kind of giving some insights on it as much as I can. I do have like a teacher perspective, so I do like interact with, you know, young people, and I read their essays. I talk to them a lot about a bunch of different topics. Yeah, exactly. I am in better health. I think I'm in the best health I've been in since at least my mid-20s. Maybe ever. I'm eating healthier now than I was in my mid-20s, but I was in my mid-20s, so there's, you know, youth is kind of a hack in many ways. But as far as just working out more, most days I'm running like 1.5 miles or so, and then I've been lifting weights for 30-45 minutes a day. We got a little gym downstairs, just pretty simple. Just a bench, some weights, couple of drop pads. And then recently I started doing some more like ab yoga type of stuff with this girl. Was it Pamela? Hold on, what are we against here? Alistar, Lucian. We'll keep it double armor. We'll respect Lucian's big damage early. Pamela Rafe. I think she's like German or something. It just showed up pretty early. Mid-20s is good. I don't know. Like, everything's got different chapters that are cool. Like, 20s were a good time in my life. I also liked my teen years were really cool. But honestly, like, 30s, and especially like the last little bit, is cool in different ways, you know? Like, in the last 10 years or so, right? Like, I got the channel, which is really cool. I had both daughters. That's really fun. Wife. Got a, like, cool job now. A little bit more, like, financially stable, you know? Got a pretty good house and stuff like that. But,
Hold up. He says pretty good house. It's an awesome house. Awesome house. Dude leveled up.
Wife's awesome, so yeah, we've got
How do you like me today?
that's nice. Or like mid-20s were cool, but I was sleeping on a mattress on the floor in an apartment with my friend, which was fine. Definitely
where you are now.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like back then was cool. I didn't know quite as much either. I was better at some things, but not as knowledgeable or good at other things. I think like my social, like getting hotter with age. I appreciate that. Hearing Zach.
You know I love you.
I didn't really have a lot of game when I was, until I met my wife. Like I just started to get game like right when I met my wife, as far as like dating. Like I had some girlfriends and things like that, but I didn't have like that much. I just wasn't really like a super effective like communicator. That's really what game is. Like, game has that negative connotation of, like, kind of manipulating people or taking advantage of them. But really, at its core, it's just, you know, good principles of communication. The biggest mistake, I think, a lot of people make with communication, effective communication, is telling it how it is. And that's something that I
What the hell were you thinking?
did early on to an extent. As I was just too... I was never like a rude person, but I would just try to get like too serious, you know, right away with dating. And I think that, you know, kind of freaks some girls out. It's like, you don't have to discuss your deepest philosophy on life the first time you meet somebody, right? So just learning how to scale that and kind of read the room, just understand that like stuff that's really interesting to me may not be as interesting to other people. So just that type of thing.
Be right back. Who can know these things? You thinking about me? That's very upsetting.
Yeah, I don't have E, bro. I'm level fucking 2 because you walked out and got engaged on at level 1 or 2. What is the Bill game?
Kill you? She is.
Yeah, that's true. Well, actually, I feel like I had more freedom in quotes, but I feel like I actually had less free time potentially. It depends. Like, yes, I didn't have kids or a wife or whatever, but I was like a triple major in college and working 32 hours in a restaurant too at the same time. So it's like I probably worked. Okay, I'm just muting. Mute all.
What would you do if I died?
It's not even gonna talk to her. It's like, bro, you got engaged on. Just like quit. Just stop. You walked up level 2 when we were level 1. You got engaged on and knocked to 10% health, and that's it. Like, that's what happened. There's not any more to it than that.
I'm lucky to have you.
No.
Yeah. What year? I think that was my junior year. I was triple major in English, philosophy, and religious studies. I worked at a restaurant for 32 hours a week, and I was on an intramural volleyball team. So I don't know how, and I had a girlfriend at the time. I didn't have to hang out with her a lot. I guess it was like twice a week or something, but I don't know how I did it. I just didn't really sleep.
You remember the after
Now, those were all classes I was really, like, pretty proficient into, so I could get away with not doing all the reading, because a lot of the classes would have, like, some overlap. So, like, my religion in China class, one of the religions in China is Buddhism, and I already had a Buddhism class, so I, like, knew some of the basic, like, ideas from it.
You gonna marry me today?
Stuff like that.
I always do.
But yeah, a lot of it, I don't know. And now, you know, I basically go to class, teach classes. I have like 2 busy days a week, you know. It's a pretty lucky job. Other days, like, I do have to read emails and grade papers and do lesson planning and stuff, but I do a lot of that, you know, from my house, so I can just kind of work at my own schedule. Jax is annihilating Mundo right now. So we just have to, like, not die bottom. Yeah, I've been trying to get a lot more sleep. It's actually, like, extremely important for your health. In ways I wasn't really respecting for years. It's not passive. It's not just not doing anything. It's your body doing kind of everything
whistle. You know how to whistle, don't you?
that it needs to do.
Bubba.
No, that's not whistling.
Oh my god, I cannot believe that almost got me. He could turn around and kill me potentially, so I gotta be careful. Okay, nice. She did use her heal to save me. That's why I just had to stop talking to her. It's just, there's no point in ever saying anything negative to anybody online ever. It's never going to change anyone's mind. It's not going to make you feel better. It's just going to, at least for me, it just makes me even more, like, tilted. Some people say it's, like, cathartic to, like, whatever, let it out or whatever. I feel like for a lot of times it just keeps you in that negative space for longer and amplifies it. So it's like there's literally no benefit. I don't know why she overstayed so hard. Maybe she's close to an item checkpoint, breakpoint. It's just all about, do you have the emotional, like, regulation to control that? Because, like I said, as far as, like, practical, is it advantageous? I would say, like, no for most people. There are some people who get really amped up on, like, trash talk and stuff like that and do their best. Especially, obviously, in, like, sports and things, but it gives them a sense of purpose and focus, you know. But definitely not, like, I feel like your own team. I don't know. I think, at least for me, and I suspect for a lot of people, though, like I said, being negative is not going to be an advantage. But I think a lot of people aren't really making, like, a super conscious choice about that either. They're just kind of doing whatever. They're just kind of like, that's how I feel. I don't know how to regulate my emotions, so I'm just going to do whatever I'm feeling.
If anybody's gonna die first, it's gonna be me. I can't see you die. Also, black is a terrible color.
So I don't know. So, like, I can brush it off too, but I'm always just thinking a lot more kind of strategically. Like, is this actually advantageous for me or not? Like, is this a good thing? Is this helping me? Is it helping them? If the answer is no to both of those questions, then I usually don't do it in any social interaction. Oh my god, really? Oh my god, she missed all the feathers. I should have flashed earlier or W'd earlier or done something earlier. You actually think before you speak, yeah. People need therapy, bro. Maybe, I don't know. I think the biggest thing is just not having context or perspective on stuff. It's like, stuff, at least for me, again, I don't know if everybody's like this, but if I just realize there's other stuff going on. Wow, what the I thought they were all dead. Jesus. You know, it's like if I realize there are other options or perspectives, like if a girl dumps you or whatever, in my mind, you know, if you're dating, like, you can get caught up on that and that sucks, but, like, for me, it's easier if there was another girl, like, that you could immediately, you know, talk to after. It depends on how big of a loss it was. Like, obviously, if Sandra and I got divorced, I'm not just going to get over that the next day, right? But just in general, just realizing, hey, there are other, like, cool people out there. I can probably meet them, you know?
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Really? God, they stuffed me so fucking hard. What the hell? Dude, this Lee is so fed. What? Doing so much damage. What could I have done there? I mean, I wanted them to go on me instead of her. I think that's the start. And then I thought I could just W or R and then W away or E away, but end up divorced. I'm gonna find a rope bunny. Maybe. But yeah, just like noticing, hey, this didn't work out, this girl broke up with me or whatever, I'll probably be able to find somebody else. Or even if it's not the same thing, it's just like, hey, this didn't work out, but I've got this really cool game that I want to play. Or I've, you know, working on this really cool, like, project. Or I've got these opportunities at work now. Or I've got my good friend coming in town, I get to hang out with them. You know, like, just finding something else to kind of focus on that's not the negative stimulus. So just having a bunch of, you know, as much stuff going on as you can that's, like, interesting. Or, like, has value to you in your life, that's diverse. And that way, if part of it doesn't go your way, if you're feeding on League, okay, well, maybe you've still got a cool friend you can hang out with. Or maybe you've still got dinner plans with your girlfriend, you know, or whatever. Like, just having other perspective, other context, other things happening in your life, for me, keeps me from being as negative about when some of those things aren't going as well as they could, you know?
I'm so tired.
You gotta rest, honey.
Everyone is depending on me.
Everyone can wait.
The end of platonic relationships. That's kind of what we were talking about too, how so many people, you know, I was watching a thing about that where it's so many people are just don't have friendships outside of relationships anymore. It's like a lot harder for a lot of people.
No, I want to.
You're only here
Jack,
Okay.
An enemy has been slain.
Wherever our hearts desire.
That's nice. And I think a lot of it is people just aren't used to socializing. That was like my biggest takeaway too, is, and a lot of it is people just don't have the context. They don't have the experience. So they just get really nervous talking to new people.
Ally has been slain. An enemy has
They just don't have like social, like effective communication, social skills. All of that is like an actual skill that you have to practice and learn. I feel like it's not just automatic. But it used to be a lot more automatic when you had to actually go out and, you know, hang out with your friends in the neighborhood, go talk to that kid that just moved in down the street, ask him to play some basketball, or, you know, whatever. Because you just didn't have access to a lot of other parasocial stuff, right? You didn't have streams or just online stuff, social media. So you had to actually go out and interact. And I think maybe a part of it's kind of like the parasocial relationships too. Which can be cool, you know, with streamers or online influencers and stuff, but I feel like sometimes it depends on the person. That's maybe not
shut down.
if that's all you're getting for socializing. That could be potentially kind of rough. But different people are different. Yeah.
How can humans not believe in magic?
busy building things.
Why?
Ally has been slain.
hit him.
An enemy has
Got him,
been
nice.
slain.
Magic isn't supposed to be safe.
Damn, not fun.
guess I'll just go bottom here. Yeah, I just need to probably play around Jax. I can figure it out. But yeah, it is kind of tough for me because I've always been a very social person. So to like understand that perspective, the people who just have this anxiety and depression, all that stuff. Because it definitely is a thing, regardless of how it shows up. Because I've seen several students, you know, over the years, they'll write papers about it, or they'll tell me about it. Like, I've got all this depression or anxiety and all this stuff, and I'm like, what? I'm like, you know, you're a beautiful person, girl, guy, whatever. You seem to be very social. Like, they'll be talking with people in class. They're smart. They write really good papers sometimes, and it's just like, and I've had friends like that too that'll have like some anxiety, and I'm like, about what? Like, you're pretty far above average on everything. Like, what's the issue? I don't know. It's just like such a warped sense of self or something. I don't know.
Without wild magic, no children.
Trying to keep them away from Baron. Dude, this guy's so mad, this Lee. I emoted on him and he's fucking like flashing, diving me under tier 2 tower. Like, obvious int to kill the support. Well, I appreciate that, you're an Insock. I hope not. I hope you'll find somebody else that's cool. But I hope I never, like, fully stop streaming. I mean, if I have to cut back some, you know, during certain times, maybe, you know. But... oh my god. Does it get out? Holy... nice. Got him! Boys back at it.
Good.
I appreciate that, John. That was nice. Dude, that Lee got so tilted ever since they got Baron and I emoted on him under mid tower. Hit him with the question mark.
Oh, I'm here. I gotta go.
Okay.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Trauma. Yeah. I mean, it's a thing, man. Maybe they just had really rough childhoods and they just have... so many kids, so many people just have really low self-esteem, I think. For whatever reason. Even some students, like, I had a girl in my class last semester, and this regularly happens, where she was an extremely, like, good writer, for a freshman especially. I really don't even want to qualify it. She's a better writer than a lot of adults, and she asks, like, good questions. She's working hard. Always wrote more on every assignment. And then, you know, I told her she had, like, a high A in the class, and she just couldn't believe it. She's like, really? She's like, I always thought I was a shitty writer. I'm like, no. I mean, maybe you like splice a comma or like maybe you make a couple of grammatical mistakes every now and then, but like your ideas are really good and you clearly work really hard at it. You wrote a 13-page paper for the 7-page assignment or something, you know? But I don't know, maybe that some high school teachers are just like super hard ass, or parents are just like really overbearing. I don't know what's going on. Damn.
He's got me tilted.
Yeah, I didn't realize you were that fed, man. It's smacked him.
Well, I was stacking my fleet though.
Yeah.
Let's go kill these.
Oh, damn. The drift. Drift master.
Got it.
Got him, coach.
Your team has destroyed a
Oh, damn. Well, I'm sorry to hear that you're in his hot. Yeah, I mean, it's got to be something like that, I think, for some of these people. It's just... Like, I had to deal with some stuff growing up. I mean, everybody does. But mine was just like... you know, I always knew my dad was totally out of the picture. I have no idea who my dad is. So he was kind of a bad guy, but he, like, wasn't there, right? Like, him being a bad guy and not being there is different than him being there being a bad guy, you know? And then my mom, you know, had a lot of her problems, drugs and stuff like that. But it was never a question, did she love me, right? Like, I knew she was always trying to do her best to help me out.
They want us in cages.
And most of that was just like she was working a lot of jobs and, you know, I was just kind of on my own a lot, but that worked out really well for me because that's just kind of who I am. I'm a very independent sort of person.
Oh,
So it's like that style of parenting just let me do my thing, right? If it was someone who was a lot more, it just required someone always there to guide them, then maybe that wouldn't work as well. But for me, like, it worked fine. So it's like, yeah, on paper, some stuff was rough. You know, I was in income-based housing, and
enemy double kill.
yeah, I can't.
You have been slain.
So it's like, on paper, yeah, that's rough. It was like really low income, like no dad, single mom, drug problems, all this. But like, how it ended up playing out was, you know, fine. Like, I didn't have anyone physically abusing me or just like telling me I was shit all the time, you know. So I didn't have like that problem. It was just like external stuff for the most part. But as far as like the emotional stuff,
fine parent.
that was fine. Jack's going Houdini, yeah.
I'm offended by how little attention.
Damn, that's like a 2v3. I don't know about that.
Enemy rampage.
Maybe stop Baron off that though?
Killing spree.
Can we do? I don't know if we can do Baron. Let's just get Baron. Or get this. Let's push up mid. I didn't mean to take it, but I thought he was gonna kick us and get away or something, so. Okay, well, I died, but everyone else lived. Um, yeah, exactly. So it's like, yeah, I had physical stuff. Not physical, like, what's the word? Environmental stuff that wasn't great. But, like, emotionally, it was like, good for me. And I had, like, a really good friend structure eventually. Like, my mom had enough. Like, she moved to, like, the good side of town, got a pretty cheap house with some help from my grandparents, I later figured out. You know, and moved to the nice part of town and got me in a good school district and stuff like that. And that allowed me to connect with good friends, right? Not that, like, ambitious friends. Wealthier friends, I guess. And so in some ways, that kind of raised the bar for me to some extent. Right? Like, some of my friends are, like, stoner, other side of the track people, and I love them, and I'm still really good friends with a lot of them. But then I was kind of getting complacent a little bit in early high school, where I was just getting, like, a bunch of B's and stuff. And my mom was like, oh, that's all good. Like, I'm glad, because she, you know, barely passed high school, and so that was good. But then I had some other friends that are just like, man, why are you getting a B in this class? Like, you could have definitely gotten an A. And I was like, you're right, I could have. I was just lazy. So then, you know, they kind of challenged me in a, like, a friendly, non-confrontational way, but, like, you know, they're just like, we're doing it. We're in these higher classes. You're just as smart or smarter than we are on some things. There's no reason for you to get, you know, a B or a C in this class or whatever. And so I stepped it up. So just, like, being around friends like that can help kind of, you know, put some good sort of pressure / ambition on you and stuff like that, I think is really important for a lot of kids. And a lot of kids don't have that. Like, role model, mentor. I never had an adult that was really that much of a mentor, like, through high school, but I had some, like, friends that were mentor-ish. Like, they were peers, but they were setting some good standards, that type of thing. All right, man. Well, GG, we got him. I think that was net positive. Was that 2-1 on the night? Or 2-2? I don't know. Something like that. All right, man. Well, I'll catch you next time.
Hear me?
Sort of. Sorry. What'd you say? You're kind of cutting in and out.
I said I think
3-1. Okay. Hell yeah. Got it going. But I do have to get up and do some family stuff in the morning, but I'll probably be back tomorrow if you're on.
I'll be on.
All right, man. Have a good one. See ya. That is true too. Yeah, people, especially in your family, that don't have, like, straight, you know, malice. Yeah, that's kind of stage one. Home base has to be, like, decent, you know. And yeah, for a decent amount of people, it's not, unfortunately. So yeah, like, again, situationally, like, statistically, it, for me, looked bad. Like, single mom, no dad, subsidized housing, you know, low education level, low income, all that stuff, like, bad part of town. But then, you know, moved over to a good part of town and, you know, did a good job of hiding her sort of struggles that she was, you know, working through her whole life. I didn't really know about it until the very end of high school. So did a good job of concealing sort of her struggles, never taking it out on me. So lucky in that sense. And there are some people, yeah, that, you know, on the surface, it looks nice. Their parents make a lot of money. They might even be together. They got all this stuff going on, but then they're, you know, super emotionally abusive or sometimes physically abusive and stuff like that. So sometimes you just can't really tell what people are sort of having to deal with or struggling through and all that. That's true too. Yeah, I don't have a lot of experience with that, but yeah, I imagine growing up like that, you're always kind of shielding your heart and, you know, kind of always on the defense. And I'm sure that can make, you know, relationships or friendships challenging later on too. I think you're right. But anyways, that's it for me. So thank y'all for coming out. As always, I appreciate it. It's great to see our usuals, but it's, you know, really good to see John and, Tiny and everybody else that's come out, and the silent majority out there. Always appreciate you too. Okay. Thanks, and I'll to be continued tomorrow. I should be back on probably around 11:30 or 12. So, anyways, thanks. Have a good day, and we'll see you right next time. If I can click on this, my mouse it's working over here. It's not working on this side tab. That's kind of awkward. Wait, here we go. Okay, all right. I think it's working. Okay, see you guys next time.